So it is time for another adventure. Every year or so I get the urge to do a bit of an adventure, to get out and I don't know, this time raise some money. A couple of years ago I did the Uluru ride and we raised 11.5 grand and put in water at some of the projects at the organisation that I support, which is called I Am Someone. And look, I'm never one to repeat the same thing. And I always want to do it a little more and a little better and a little harder. So this time, rather than riding in Australia, I'm going to do a 2,000 or thereabouts 2,000 kilometre lap of Uganda. Yep, cars, rhinoceros, all that kind of stuff that may well squash me, but hopefully not. But so I'm going to be doing 2,000 kilometre lap starting late January. There'll be more details about that to come. And I will be cycling around and basically taking you on a tour. So I'll be creating a bunch of videos on the way through, hopefully not of me getting squashed by a truck, but a bunch of videos. And we're raising money to set up a community education centre. Now this work is being, I guess, facilitated by the organisation I Am Someone, which is a local organisation. And one of the key reasons that I support I Am Someone is because of their really strong ethic around making sure that the projects that are there, they're locally run and they're locally driven. So often we see with the best of intentions, organisations going across to countries like Uganda going, oh, we're going to do this thing, and they're not actually building on the strengths of that particular community. So this project is very much driven by a really strong local organisation, and they're wanting to create an education centre that will not only provide education to young people, but will provide a range of different education opportunities. And those education opportunities will be driven by local community needs. So it may well include things like sexual health, it might include things like trades, all sorts of things. The really cool thing about that is because this particular place is positioned close to tourist areas, they're actually working to making it financially more viable, maybe sustainable, but it's always particularly hard, but more viable by providing basically, a commercially viable business at the back end of that. So around, I think, accommodation and facilities and things like that. So, and there'll be more details to come for that. The reason being that we're working with the local organisations to get that proposal all put together so that I can present it to you and show you what we're going to do. But it's a really, really exciting proposal, particularly for me. I spend all of my time in education, and I know that education is one of the key levers that we've got for creating change in regards to poverty. So for me, that's really exciting to do. It's locally driven and it's going to impact a local rural community, which is again another thing that I'm quite passionate about. So this ride is going to be really difficult. A lot of it is off-road. If you know anything about Uganda, it's better off-road than on. Ugandan roads are not great, and there's some driving things going on there, so I've got to avoid getting squashed. But I'm hoping that we can create some amazing video that I'll take you along for the journey. And we're actually planning to meet with some of the young people that have already been impacted by the work of I Am Someone. We've got some young people who are either at the end of their degrees and starting careers, and these are young people that were found in rural communities with absolutely no support. So the chances of these kids being alive 6 months later were actually really, really low. And that's when I Am Someone picked them up and kind of said, okay, let's support you within the community, support community organisations to support you. And these kids, they're young adults now, they're going on to change the world themselves and to be young professionals. So we'll be meeting some of them along the way. And we'll also be visiting the project that we're going to be building this community centre on. So I better get on the bike because it's going to be tough if I'm not fit. It's going to be tough even if I am. But I'm looking forward to taking you with me. Follow along. We've got Facebook and Instagram. Follow along, make a donation. I would love it if we can get in early and get some donations in. 25 grand is a lot, but I reckon we can do it. So make sure you share this with your friends. It should be, or enemies for that matter, I don't care. It should be lots of fun, and I'm looking forward to taking you with me. Thanks.